From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the New York Jets. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Jackson now. And he will find his man on the outside. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman, and he is going to lose yardage here. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now it's Jackson. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Drops it off for Coleman. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he would. Out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Trubisky to throw. He's got Burton here. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. Open here is Allison. That's complete. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. On second down, it's Cohen. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He wants it all for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage. Especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 20-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's going to air one out for Anderson, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Here's Jackson throwing again. That one complete to Anderson. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for Jets. First down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Again, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
You got nothing. You got nothing.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Play action. It's Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off down at the 2.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete here.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Ready? Check right. Watch 55. I got you. Pump.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now a draw play. This is Bell. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch 54. Stay with him. Rush in.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. This is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Bucky Hodges, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And 3 yards there takes them to the 45.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 17, Trubisky. He's got it. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. They get 3 yards closer but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears have taken the lead. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
First down and goal at the 8-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll run on first down. Curry. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky got a man. That's Allison. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Cohen. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to float this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a extra point splits the uprights. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now it's Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line. Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now Trubisky to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 22-yard touchdown grab as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop him, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well. And if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he'll find Hall. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go small. Cut.
Jackson down. From the gun, he'll throw. Caught here by Bell. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free than what they're trying to get done on offense.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And the ball is knocked out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. After the interception, here's Trubisky. He finds Allison. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Called that a very strong gain of 24. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, Cohen looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today. Check 43.
He's got... Oh, no, he lost the football. And that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll run forward Tariq Cohen, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. They are on to the 4th quarter in Jacksonville. And we're seeing an extension of the lead by the Jags. They're up pretty big. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Khalil Mack in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Jackson now. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Now Jackson on 1st down, going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They'll start things on 1st with Tariq Cohen. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Just like that. Just like that.
Again, it's Cohen. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. On 3rd down, it's Cohen. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Chicago, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles